It's Digital Slumber Party with your hosts, Anthony Kapfer and Amber Irish. Tonight, comedian Jacob Williams, comedian Neko White, and musical guest Pekky Savan. Now here's your host, Anthony Kapfer. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Digital Slumber Party. I am your host, Anthony Kapfer. This is our first show. I'm thinking that I kind of want to find a co-host for this show. And so I'm going to interview some co-hosts on the first show. So I think we have our first. All right, here we go. Okay. So Amber Irish, hello.
Hey.
So I got the notes right here. Let's see. So why are you interested in co-hosting this show with me?
I just, I haven't done a whole lot during this year. And recently I've been thinking about getting bangs. So I feel like I really need something to distract me from all of that because I don't really have the time to do that. So boredom is what I'll... Desperation.
Okay. Perfect. That's pretty much all you need in the entertainment industry. So what makes you qualified besides the desperation?
What makes me qualified? I like entertainment enough. I also haven't been able to do really anything over the last year. And I don't know if you have my resume. I don't know if you went through it, but I am your girlfriend and we are living together.
Right. Okay. It does say that on the resume.
The miscellaneous stuff. And so I just, I want you to be really successful and everything, but if you don't choose me, I'm going to stop paying the internet bill.
Okay. Right. That would be a problem. So you're making some really strong points.
This is basically my show, I guess, if we think about it.
It would appear that way. Where would you say you're the strongest?
My legs, definitely. I do a lot of lunges.
That's important, I think. That's what I'm looking for in a co-host.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is your biggest weakness?
I don't think that you and I should be talking about my biggest weaknesses, so we probably should just move on.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay, so I'm really excited to be part of this and everything, but these questions are really bad. And I actually have a couple of questions for you. Are you ready?
Oh,
great.
Sure.
So why do you want to co-host this show?
It's because it's my show, I guess. It's one of the main reasons.
Yeah, but I could also get Adobe and then just take your name out of that digital slumber party screen.
You could. Yeah, you could Photoshop that right out.
Yeah. Okay. Second question, how much does this pay?
Well, it does pay in exposure. But I think also we're streaming this on Twitch, and I do believe that the Twitch audience is able to tip us, and all of the money that we get from there goes to the talent. So nice. Besides exposure, there's the possibility for $12 at least.
Alan, the cat behind you.
The cat, yeah. Yeah, that's Benny. Benny is actually the cat that's on, well, you know this because we live together, but the cat that's on my album cover for Cats Using Toilets. That's a cassette copy that I have there. I got a whole bunch of these cassettes made right before the pandemic. So I have a lot of them left.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So my last question is, I want to make sure that I have a co-host who, is a good team player and can think on their feet. So tell me about a challenge that you've had professionally. How did you overcome it?
Okay, that's a good question.
Yes, I know.
So over the summer, I started doing outdoor shows. And the very first show that I did, about 7 minutes into my set, a woman right in the front row sneezed, and she didn't cover her mouth. And as soon as that happened, I was real quick about it. I said, "Thank you, good night," and then I left immediately. So that's how I solved that. This wasn't even anywhere.
I hope you don't do that here. There's nowhere for you to go. If anyone.
That's true. Do you plan on doing a lot of sneezing? Oh, all right. Show's over. Thanks for joining us. Well, okay. I mean, I think I have all the information here that I need. Thanks for the application. Do we have the next? Is there anybody else? No, I don't. Okay. Well, when can you start?
I can. Oh, when can I? I can start immediately. For example, our first guest tonight. He's a New York City comedian, and he.
Oh wait, no. It'll be no? this other one, the second one.
Oh, okay, perfect. You've seen our first guest on the TV show Wild 'N Out, and on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Very cool. He has a new stand-up comedy special on YouTube called Unemotional Roller Coaster. Please give it up for Jacob Williams. Yay!
Yay!
Hello, thank you so much. That was awesome. I love doing a show where the co-hosts become co-hosts right before they introduce me. It's awesome.
So you have you just put out the special like a couple.
Oh yeah, I just put out a new special on YouTube. It's an hour of stand-up comedy free on YouTube. I think right now it has like 1,900 views. That might have just been my parents watching it 1,900 times. I'm not sure.
It still counts, though. I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's hard. Like I've been trying to get them to go to virtual shows, and there was this one. They were like, "We don't know if we can go because it's R-rated." I'm like, "Wow, I thought you guys were over 17." I'm learning a lot about my parents.
So I watched a little bit of it. It looks like it was shot before the lockdown.
Yes, I should probably explain that before people watch it. It was, I filmed it in 2019. It wasn't like a super spreader event.
It's not like a Smash Mouth concert.
It's been weird doing shows since I did a lot of shows in parks, which are also weird because like sometimes I'll think that's going well, but then I realize the laughter I heard is just people having fun on a picnic.
Just unrelated.
Yeah.
Unrelated to the show. Yeah, that's the weirdest part. It's like they're playing volleyball or something, and it just seems like more fun.
Yeah, there was a show I did near a volleyball game, and this guy was heckling the show, but then he caught a volleyball from that game, so he was ruining the volleyball game at the same time. It was really like a multitasking heckler.
What was it your plan to put out this album and special at this time when you filmed it, or what was the plan?
When I filmed it, I was gonna release it, but then I was like, wait, I should wait for like a pandemic. I feel like that would really people a lot more free time. So I waited a little bit, and then I'm like, all right, no, it feels like people will have more time to watch this. It seems the right.
Great. What else have you been working on? Any other projects while you've been at home?
Yeah, I have really been trying to work out more. I was pretty upset when my gym closed down because I was thinking about finally actually going to it. And now, like, I have gym equipment in my apartment. I always thought the reason I wasn't going was because my gym was too far away, but now I look at that gym equipment, I'm like, that's still too far. So, I did buy a pull-up bar. I think it's broken because I tried using it. I wasn't able to do any pull-ups. But...
You should be able to return it, I think.
Yeah, I think so. If I could lift it, I would probably return it.
What else? Anything else you want to say to these people here?
Yeah, I think please watch the special. And yeah, I do miss going to see like movies and stuff though, like watching other things like now if I watch a movie at home instead of watching it in the theater, like I'll just put on a podcast so it feels like there's people talking next to me the whole time. But
do you act annoyed by that?
No, I love it. But yeah, like I was watching this Spider-Man movie where he has to save people from the Staten Island ferry, and like I wonder if like once they got to Staten Island, they're like, actually, can you put us back on the sinking boat with the supervillain? Which I'm sorry if anyone's watching from Staten Island, but I don't think they have Wi-Fi there yet. So
they haven't gotten it. And so where's the album is it on all the streaming services as well?
Yeah, the album version is out there on Spotify and Napster and everything. It sounds like a joke, but it really is. There's an app. Anyway, but yeah, it's on iTunes and wherever. And I have a lot of free time, so I can also just recite the whole thing to you if you call me. I'm happy to do that. If you have any trouble downloading it, just let me know.
Yeah, that's basically like you do the show over the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's basically what we're doing now.
Yeah, comedy, I always phone it in. So it's perfect for me. But yeah, and then of course the special is on Virgin. Sorry, not on. I don't know why I said the special is on YouTube. But yeah, the audio version is great. Like if you don't want to see my face, then you have that option.
It's good to give options, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
If people want to find you on social media, is at Mr. Jacob Williams your handle everywhere?
Yeah, at MR Jacob Williams on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram, and then I think comedian Jacob Williams on Facebook. So yeah, I'll be posting like videos and jokes on there if people want to check those out for sure.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, thanks for coming on and doing this. This is
thanks for having
exciting.
me. This was great. Thanks so much. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the show. Thank you.
Yay!
Guess we'll keep it moving right along. Next comedian is I've known him for quite a while from the New York scene, and he also has a new comedy special on YouTube called Dark Out. Ladies and gentlemen, Neko White.
Oh my God! Oh my God! First things first, brother Jacob. Congratulations again, man. Y'all make sure y'all check Jacob's album and check his special on YouTube, family, if you don't do nothing else. And Cap, thank you for having me, brother. It's good to be here. You know what I'm saying? I see a whole bunch of diverse faces in here with us tonight, so I'm definitely excited. Good to see you, Amber, Jessica. It's good to see you, Twitch folks. It's good to see you, Tony Kroon, Steffi, Pekky, Jennifer, Joyce. Hold on. Let me try to get this right. Anisha?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Girl, you should be 3 shades darker with that name. I'm just talking shit. Good to see everybody. How are y'all?
Great.
Good, man. Good. Cap, it's a pleasure to see you, brother. Good to see you healthy.
It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Good.
Pretty good.
You don't sound congested or nothing like that.
No, it's been a couple weeks. I guess I should have talked about it.
Weeks. You sure it wasn't a hoax, man?
Pretty much just the flu. No big deal.
Oh, okay. What we talking about, bro?
What, me?
Mm-hmm. Or should I just start?
It's up. I mean, it's up to you.
Shut up.
We won't. This isn't counting towards your your time, which is I didn't talk about it up top, but I guess I should have. I had COVID earlier this month, so I'm technically recovered and just waiting to see what happens with the lungs and any permanent damage that might have occurred. But I feel good. No more of the symptoms.
You are the only person I know that could say something like that calm.
What am I gonna do?
I just went to the supermarket run. Made a mistake.
I had a 9-month panic attack in my apartment, hoping not to get it, and then I got it anyway. Just
I feel
somehow.
you.
What am I gonna do?
Right? Yeah, I guess. Fair enough. But just the way you said it, dog. Like, if I was your lungs, I'd send up a grievance to the brain. I would definitely give you a message. Like I wouldn't exhibit COVID symptoms for you, but I'd make you feel something. I'm worried about the long-term lung damage. If I'm your lungs, I'm like, yo, after all the work I did to expel that shit out of you, talking about long-term damage. Why are you underestimating them now?
Well, hopefully they'll be back to 100%. They feel pretty good, but there's a difference. I tried to go running last week, and I could do like about half of what I used to be able to do.
Dog, that's such a guy thing to do.
Thank you. Yes, it really is.
Knowing that you handicapped and shit, you can't move, bro. You know what I'm gonna do while I got one lung? I'm gonna go. Why would you ever do that? Why would you walk outside the crib with a respiratory problem and go, you know what would be a great idea? Taxing my respiratory system.
And
I
my
ain't even
heart.
talking trash, bro. I'm just happy you're alive, but man.
I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Got you. When you find out. By the way, Cap is one of my favorite comedians that I've ever seen. If all these folks know you, right, bro?
I think most of them, yeah.
For the ones that don't, I met Cap back at Comic Strip up here in New York, right? And Cap was always one of those people that marched to the beat of their own drum, and in his case, like strummed to the beat of his own guitar. But the man did like, I mean this. You know how when you see something and you think you're gonna hate it? You know what I'm saying? You ever had that? And when I saw bro go up and he had the guitar, I remember I went in the room and said, let's watch this bullshit. Let's go. Let's watch this. Let's watch this novelty. And my friend went up there and not only killed, but there's a certain joke that stays with me to this day. I don't know. I cursed a couple times. We don't gotta be clean, right?
Oh, I don't think so. If no one told me to be clean.
The joke that you had about being red-handed to this day is one of my favorite things.
That one is long retired, but
I'm sure it is. It's 30 years old, but it is one of my favorite things. So whenever we're able to all be in person again, when I see you, I just make that one request: do that joke just for me.
I will. I will do it. Oh, somebody. Oh boy. Should I tell? Do you want to tell it or should I tell?
You got to pay for that one. Go find Cat has an album out with that joke on it.
I don't think I put it on anything. I think when I was still doing the joke, I think I was saving it, and then eventually I was like, "No, I'm not gonna."
Yeah, I'm trying to pull off a heist, Cap. I'm trying to get these people to buy your album.
I got all kinds of fresh stuff.
Let me pay the money first. Nigga, it's a pandemic. Let's get us paid, bro. What you doing? You went for that run, and then it just changed you, huh?
Yeah. Well, COVID affects your brain too, so I can't.
Well, there was no hope for that. I'm sorry, we're supposed to be promoting, so I'm really just talking about.
No, that's great. But what's funny? You were talking about the first time you saw me, and you're like, "Oh, fuck this, whatever this is gonna be." That almost that exact story is when I auditioned for Late Night at the Comic Strip. That's what they told me. I think it was Richie Jr. Was it him or was it the other? What was the other guy?
JR.
I think it was JR. Yeah, he was like, when I saw you walking to the stage with the guitar, he said he went into the into the little booth with where the TV is and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Nah, I don't care about this." And then he heard.
But tell him what you did though.
What? I mean, I got passed.
You changed your mind, bro.
I changed his mind. He listened to a couple of jokes, and
exactly.
And,
you don't need to be modest. We didn't had all of our shows pulled away from us. Talk your shit a little bit, man. pat yourself on your newly healed lungs.
There. Is that where they are? I think so.
Yeah, shit, you would know better than me. Yours collapsed.
I don't feel them anymore.
Nah, let me stop talking trash because I did really just I went to the store, right? And ever since I was a kid, my memory's always been bad. I might have to go get looked at because I remember when I was like 9, we were in like a car thing and my head went forward and boom, I hit the divider. Since then, my memory's been shoddy as hell. I don't remember shit but jokes. But my mom sent me to the supermarket for it. So when I did her shopping, and I remembered she said, "Hey, bring back some peanut butter, jelly, and bread." So I got the bread, come back, no peanut butter and jelly, dog. And I was so angry. So I was like, you know what? You know how it is. You come back home, if you got something, it's like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to go back out, right? So I go back out, and I hit the street. Thankfully, nobody was outside, but I didn't have my mask on, right? But I had already made it halfway to the store. That's right around the corner. So I was like, well, shit, I'm out here. I pulled my shirt my nose. And like, yo, I was so happy I put on deodorant because you know how it is. Like, it's we in a pandemic, dog. I know what I smell like at this point, right? So, it's one of those things where I'm comfortable with me. Ain't nobody gonna be close to me and in the hell with you. And by the way, who's that? Jessica, you had the right idea. I should have rolled one before I started. Anyhow. Yo, no idea. If I had something close, I'd roll up the thing with you. But
I can't do that anymore.
Huh?
I gotta protect my lungs. I can't do that anymore.
Bro, protect yours, man. Protect yours.
But you can go nuts. Do it for me. Just think of me when you do it.
But I get inside and sure enough, I forgot my wallet. So I had to turn around any fucking way. Get back to the house, get my mask, go back out, get the thing. So, bro, this is the most fun I'm gonna have all night. Let's talk forever. Talking about Dark Out.
Yeah. Are you doing any? I didn't know if you were. Are you doing like a set, or you just want to talk about your? No.
I'm talking with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. I didn't want to jump in on your time.
You're good, man. So with Dark Out. If any of you would like to, please check that out on YouTube, okay? My name is spelled Neko, Neko, last name White. And Dark Out is a project that came about because, like everybody, I was at home, you know what I'm saying? And I was going through all the motions. So before the quarantine and everything happened, I had a couple things that were coming up, right? I was about to switch up my tour. I was about to do some colleges, and I had a special that I was going to do, right? And literally, maybe not even a month out, not even a full 30 days. We were within 23 days. And I had heard about everything shutting down, right, in other countries. And since my thing hadn't shut down yet, I was like, you know how it is. There's certain things you have to tell yourself so you can be okay. So they were chopping shit down left and right. And a friend of mine, she was like, yo, has your thing been canceled? I was like, nah, not yet. But the way I said it, I think it came off like my thing won't get canceled. I was saying it more like, look, I can't afford for this to get canceled. You feel me? So I'm trying to speak into the universe that everything is going to implode. Man, sure enough, that bitch ain't even giving me 30 days, bro. So, you know, I'm full time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
me too.
For me, it's one of those things, and you know it too. It's everything. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just me that So I'm sitting at home one day, and I was just down, right? So then that's March, and my mom said some words to me that got me where I needed to be. And then in May, around my birthday, I put out an album, right? The album was called Marcellus. Now, the album, like Jacob recorded his thing last year, I recorded Marcellus in October of last year. When we recorded that show, I didn't know what I was going to turn it into. right? You know how it is, bro. You have a show and you ain't recorded nothing in a while. And you say, oh, man, I got these jokes, I got this material that works, but I never catch it on tape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I should tape it. I reach out to the folks down at New York Comedy Club because, you know, Scott, one of the owners, he does audio.
Oh, yeah. He recorded my comedy record.
Recorded your album.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was down to record it. And I reached out to somebody and said, hey, would you mind like getting video of this too? What have you? And like I said, I didn't know what I had. I didn't know I was going to do anything with it. We recorded the show and it felt so good that night that we did it that I was like, okay, I have this now. This is an hour and whatever minutes. I have this. We do the special. I could take out half of this, take 30 of that, put that out. And right after the special comes out, 2020 will be set, right? 2020 came around.
It wasn't meant to be.
When everything pulled away, for like 3 days, I was really, really just sad. You know what I'm saying? Like legit down. I've never been, I don't know what it's like to feel inefficient. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's like to feel like I'm not working. I'm a workaholic. I live, breathe that shit. So without it, it was like, oh, what makes sense? Who makes sense? Who are your real friends? All that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
And now I listened to the album and again, I didn't know. I just said, let me listen to this material. I listened back and it made me smile because this sounds corny as hell, it's sappy, but shit, I'm talking to my homie. You ever hear yourself smile, fam?
Yeah.
You know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah.
Like you hear yourself having a good time. And I was that down. And I was like, okay, if this makes me feel this good, then the people that like me hopefully will also feel this good if I put this out. Right?
Yeah.
So I set it up I was like, yo, on my birthday, I'm gonna release some Marcellus. And that came out. And like, you know how some things you do, you feel like, okay, it can never be 100%. You feel like it's just your luck. So sure enough, I got the album. I'm doing it. It's all me. I own it. I'm putting it up. I'm going through TuneCore, right? Okay. And I'm putting up the tracks because we get robbed by labels, by the way. Like for you folks that may not know anything about our business, what happens a lot of times is that a label will put up your album for you and they'll get it on they'll get it on iTunes, Spotify, and all the platforms, but you have to give them like a good amount of paper up front. Whereas if you do it yourself, you can do it for like, it only cost me $16 to get that album up. Bro, 16 bro.
From TuneCore? Wait, but do you pay every year?
No.
I guess we could talk about this after.
I'll give you a call tomorrow. But yeah, bro, you go to TuneCore and get that shit up on everywhere. All you would have to do next is find somebody to help get you like a sound exchange thing, a metadata sheet, fill it out and send something in the Sirius, dog. Don't let these people rob us anymore.
I know, the label. And Jacob said he recorded with Scott also. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I came to that. I think I came to Jacob's taping. As a matter of fact, Jake, is that the album you're talking about?
Yeah.
I came to that show. Yeah, boy, ripped it. Fucking, Jennifer's story. Y'all going off in the chat, yo.
I'm trying to keep.
I love it. So after that, I had it slated to come out on May 8th, and man. I had it all the way in. I hit publish, and then I look, and they got the price for the album at $16.99 because I didn't know that iTunes does this thing where it just charges like $1.99 for every track, and I had shit like 18 tracks. So when I saw the price, I freaked out because I'm like, fam, I'm only trying to sell this joint for $8, dog. We in the middle of a pandemic. I don't want people. Folks are hurting. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of those things like I'm not doing this one for the money. I want people to be able to have something from me throughout this bullshit. So I couldn't do pre-sale, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I refused to make anybody pay that much. And I was hurting because I'm like, man, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Because they were able to fix the problem and bring the price down to $8, but they weren't able to do that for the pre-sale. So I was like, well, there goes the charts. The charts. I won't be able to chart. I won't be able to promote this shit. So it'll just come out on my birthday and whatever.
I never do a pre-sale or make the charts, so I know the feeling.
Yeah, dog. You sit there, you see everybody else share theirs, and you go, "Oh, I know I can get at least that." And then when it comes up, it's like, "Oh, now I got to have a moral conundrum with this now." Really?
I just want my album to chart higher than Jim Gaffigan's album from 6 years ago.
I just want this shit to chart. No. I get ignored so much. You know what I'm saying? I just want to. So my birthday comes around and I posted the albums out and somebody sent me the charts. Sure enough, the bitch charted. It
charted anyway.
It charted anyway. Now, when I first saw it, it was at 10. The highest that I saw it get to was 3. Then it went to all of my favorite numbers after that. It went down to 5. It went down to 8. It went down to 9. And dog, the fact that happened and I didn't do pre-sale, the fact that happened and I didn't promote it leading up, shit warmed my heart. So after Marcellus, that's when all the police brutality shit started hitting the news. And if you remember, it was over and over and over and over and over again. So now I'm in a space where, I ain't been on stage since March. We're in late May, early June. Yeah. Longest time I've ever been off stage since 2007 has been a week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, I'm at home literally losing hair. And finally, I was like, I need to do something. I don't know what, but I need to do something that I can give the people that like my shit, just so I can feel like I'm doing something in this time that's creative, right? Because Marcellus, as much as I love it, it almost sounds like a different time.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in a packed crowd, all that shit. I wanted to do something that matched the emotion that I had, you know what I'm saying, watching all this stuff and watching the world and what it was becoming in front of me. So my friend was telling me about this Lil Wayne documentary. Funny where you get inspiration for things, right? And Wayne's one of my favorite rappers, always has been. And I watched this documentary and my friend kept trying to tell me how crazy Wayne was. It's not what I got from the documentary at all. In fact, what I got from it, this dude is a crazy workaholic. Now, some rappers write their lyrics, they write them, with their hands. Lil Wayne goes into the music booth, he stands in the studio, and he just listens to the beat, and on the spot, he does all his lines, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Comes up with it in his head. So I'm watching this dude walk in and make one of my favorite songs off one of my favorite albums of his, just him and a microphone, vibing. And I'm at home like, well, shit. Why I can't do that with some jokes? And it was one of those ideas, bro, where you reach out to people. Because I don't know if you have this, but I get insecure sometimes when I do have an idea because I had that fear of misfiring. Mm-hmm. And
I don't know what that's like at all. Guitar act and comedy? Nah, I've never felt insecure.
Hey, dog, you and me both, we all have our thing. You got your guitar, I'd stand like this, or I always got to touch my chest. There's always a contact I'm making. So I had the idea and I reached out to a friend of mine. And I was like, I'm thinking about doing this. And they were like, I don't get it. And I said, word. Cool. Good. I'm glad you don't get it. I'm really glad you don't get it. So I reached out to another friend who's Mike Lavin. And he's a videographer. If you guys are ever looking for somebody that's dope, that does good work, that guy's been killing it the whole pandemic, producing stuff for comedians. I reached out. I said, hey, dog, I had this idea. Tell him about it. He got it. I reached out to Scott. Again, shout out Scott Linder. They own a studio in Long Island City, the Pinch Recording Studios. Yeah. They have space. So I said, hey, man, I had this idea of me in front of a Frank Sinatra kind of microphone, just delivering jokes. There's not going to be any crowd because that's illegal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my jokes. I'm gonna take my pauses the same way that I would take them if an audience was here. But the concept of it is gonna be that it's dark outside, right? Dark as in, yo, this shit ain't sunflowers and daisies, fam. People are really getting killed. You know what I'm saying? People are really feeling a certain way. These masks really have people feeling a way. And when we showed up that day, because they let me pick a date, and I'm real sentimental about days, so I picked my comedy anniversary. Right?
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know.
So it was the 13th one. And what drove me with this one is that this year I was supposed to do a special. It wasn't going to be an hour, Lord knows. It was going to be 15, but I was supposed to do a special. That got moved. I don't like feeling like a hoe. I don't like feeling defeated. So for Dark Out, I'll never forget this shit. Because it's the coolest story I have, and this will be the only place I get to tell it. Fucking, we show up there, right? And the way that you see the special, when you see it, if you decide to watch it, isn't how I shot it the first 2 times. So the first 2 times we shot it, I had a regular microphone, right? And I was doing my act kind of like this. Of course, it wasn't over a laptop, but I would walk, you know what I'm saying, the space that I had and look cool and all that, right? But I was doing stand-up just the regular way. And the first take that we did, I said, hey, y'all like me at 40, right? Because I hadn't done a long set since September. And I didn't, like you said, Jacob, we had the park shows here in the city, but the park shows are really only like 10 to 12 minutes, depending on which ones you were doing. So usually I like to go, all right, if I'm going to work out something I'm going to put out, I'll work at 500 shows, right? Mm-hmm. And then after that, it's like, okay, well, if you don't got it by now, you ain't going to get it. This, I was nervous, bro, because I don't like being loose. You know what I'm saying? I like to think that it's tight. So, but for this, the couple long sets that I did have, I had a headlining show in Connecticut on some roof somewhere that got canceled. I had something else like 2 days before where I was supposed to practice. That got canceled. So I'm in my head like, oh boy, well, we gotta do this. Walk in, supposed to start at 4. Mike shows up. He has his camera. We're waiting on his the guy that's gonna help him on the other cameras. He shows up late. He shows up at 6. We finally get going. And when I finished, they never lit me. When I finished, I said, hey man, how much time did I do? This motherfucker goes, that was 58. And I go, bullshit. Bullshit. Bro, you know, it's like there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
It's the same year as your other album, and it's all material you wrote from just in between time.
It's all stuff that's current to this type of shit, and like some stories and stuff like that I hadn't told. The only thing that's on this project that I've ever said before that's been released is the thing about Dominicans not wanting to admit how black they are. And that's only because that came up specifically during the protests here in New York. So when I got through that the first time, I went upstairs, I came back down, we shot the second time, same way, just this type of microphone, walking back and forth, whatnot. And I did a long amount of time on that one. I said, all right, cool. So we got that part of it. Now let's set up the mic. I was kind of against like setting up the Frank Sinatra mics. I was afraid it was going to look too weird. They set up the Frank Sinatra mic, and the original plan was that, you know, I would do stand up the regular way on some jokes. Then when I got to maybe the police brutality stuff, we'd cut to the Frank Sinatra mic and me just talking about that stuff separate. Like,
oh, right. Okay. Different kind of vibe.
As soon as they set up the Sinatra style mic and they put up that dark black curtain, it was the third time doing the set, went through that bitch. And I had, to this day, I haven't even listened to the other 2 takes. I haven't looked at any footage. As soon as we were finished, I basically just threw them shits out. And what ended up becoming Dark Out is that third take. And it was the first time that I did it like that in that order and added a lot of those jokes. And I got something that I'm really, really proud of. And it's that part of it that makes me happiest about this project. So if you all would like to see it, I hope you'll peep it. It's called Dark Out. It's on YouTube, DARKOUT. And if you watch it to the end, usually I wouldn't tell this, but fuck it, holidays. Watch it to the end. My Venmo is there, and you can tell me how much you liked it. But you have to get to the end. I didn't put that shit anywhere but to the end. My Venmo is not in the description. Or not, you are not forced. Okay.
It was. I think it was the very last screen, right?
It was and you know what? I had so many people tell me like, "Yo, just put it down in the." It's like, dog, look. I get it, right? I get it. Now's not the time for all that. You know what I mean? The money, we'll get back to that. But watch this, appreciate it, hopefully, and quit sleeping on it. That's all.
That's awesome. It's you don't see comedy specials that are unique very often. I'm always trying to come up with ways to just to figure out like different ways to present a comedy special, and so that was one of the things that I really liked when I was checking out your thing. Is that I haven't seen a comedy special like that.
I appreciate you, dog. Mutual in that respect is mutual, because you guys might not know Cap is one of the innovators of stuff like that. Sincerely, I'm not bullshitting. Comedians don't like taking compliments. You can tell by how still my face is. But I remember when you were working. There was a club in the village that Cap was working, right? And I remember there was a time for like a long time where bro was smashing. You understand? Smashing is comedy for like doing really, really well. And sometimes he'll be in positions where, we do our job, we love our job. If you aren't getting the acknowledgement that others are getting, it might be harder for you to get a couple dollars as you're doing your thing, right? So you got to find ways. Some people find stuff to sell and all that type of shit. This man made a book, right? The book, I will never forget this for as long as my memory's right. I saw this dude from a very small club on some nights make more money than people who got paid to do every single show. So before I just take her compliment, let me pay you one as well. Book the book. And that bitch
that
is
book
selling.
The book.
You hear me?
That is available. That is available on Amazon.com. Or,
legit. If y'all haven't checked it out, check it out.
Or if you get it from me at AnthonyKapfer.com.
Boom, even more direct.
But that that was a lot of comics thought that was weird that I would do like a showcase show. Where I'm doing 10 or 15 minutes or whatever, and then there's no merch table, so I'm literally standing outside the club on the sidewalk as people come out, and I'm holding the stupid book like this, hoping that they'll buy it. And
how many times? Tell the truth now. How many times did that stupid book put some food in your stomach?
Dude, I mean, I literally paid my rent
straight up,
free spots, and selling that book every night of the week. I almost got paid for none of those shows that I did, but right. I was selling the book, and I paid New York City rent with it.
And to what you say about some comedians being weird, because that's not particular to comedians, of course, but it definitely is something to that, right? To where if you do something a little different, a little against the grain, and you're not considered to be somebody to have the freedom to do that, people do get weird. I remember when I used to do checks at Stand Up New York. I was 17, 18. I've always been the kid that if you sent me to the store or the supermarket, I'm gonna ask you for $1. When I was younger, I would shovel snow and all that shit. I'm asking you for $1. You know what I mean? So the logic of it all didn't make sense to me, because it's like, okay, I was always quick to ask about what the money looked like. So I would see comics get paid for their spot. I'm only doing 5 minutes before. But there was some cases, and you know how it is. There's some cases where my 5 minutes is getting the same damn reaction their 15s are getting.
Yeah.
So in my young 17, 18-year-old mind at the time, I'm like, they can get $1, but I can't. Shit, we gonna see. Sean, who worked in Stand Up New York, he's on Young and the Restless now, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
But yes, sir. He was the bartender there, and for 2 years. And shout outs to Stand Up New York for this. I grew up at that place amongst some others in New York. But every check spot, right? I would take a cup. You know the glasses in there, you could see through them. So I take a cup. After my set, I'd take a $5 bill, put it in the bottom of that cup, stand over by the end, and I would tell the audience, if you like me, I'm not getting paid for this spot. I will be over here. If you enjoy me, drop something in there. Bro, let me tell you something, Cap.
Yeah.
I was killing them niggas. Bro, what? Yo, it's insane. And I remember Thomas had some weird shit to say. Thomas Dale, who I love to death, Thomas was like, oh, well, that's like, bet shut your paid ass up, man. You smacking this shit, and I can't get any money. This shit, man.
That I did the same thing on tour, because last year I was on tour for like 10 months out of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was working with a booking agent, tour manager that was, not great money. I basically got, feature money to headline.
The headliner.
And so that's what, I'd sell stuff, and then I'd be like, if you don't want to buy stuff, you can also just give us, we got this jar here, you could just throw some, and we would like double or triple our money.
Bro, here's the thing that we don't really appreciate enough, that the public doesn't get to immerse themselves with this information enough. When people pay to see you, if they could just pay you, they would.
Yeah.
They would 100%. And you know what proved that? This proved that.
Yeah.
Comedy clubs across I can't say across the country, in New York are closed.
Mm-hmm.
Closed. We ain't stopped doing shows. But it's clubs are closed.
Yeah.
Comedy is still here. You know what I'm saying?
And I hope that that's one of the things that carries over when this opens up again. I hope that a lot of the gatekeepers are sort of, obsolete, and we do more independent stuff.
I hope so, but only if because what I don't want to see happen is I don't want to see us become the gatekeepers. And a lot of times when we do, we adopt their mentality. You know what I'm saying? The fact that there was a time where people were doing shows in parks, and you would still tell young comedians, "Oh, I can't give you 5 minutes." What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
At a park? Yeah.
At a park.
Well, you don't have enough credits to do this.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, and it's like, you know how it is when you grow up in something, and then you get to a certain place, and because you get to what people perceive as a certain place, they think they can do shit to other people that are around or younger than you. And because they're not doing it to you, that you'll respect it. No, that shit is whack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't much judge you for how you treat me. I judge you by how you treat people who you think are lesser than you. Because that's who you really are. There was this show this kid came to hang at. And I remember him going up, asking about if he can get some time, and just being disregarded. Meanwhile, they were missing a comic. And everything in me is like, dog, you understand that if this was somebody else with a different kind of energy, they could just take the microphone. We're in a park.
You don't need a microphone at a park.
We're in a park, bro. Don't go against yourselves. You get what I mean? Because then, are we really winning anything?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If the comedians start acting like the gatekeepers act, to where it's like, oh, well, you only need X, Y, Z, or we don't respect you, then we fucked.
Yeah. You know I wouldn't like to see that. But it is nice to think that we might have a little bit more control, to be able to get in.
I hope to God, bro. I hope to God. But comedians stay creative like a mug, man.
Yeah.
100%. Everybody got something.
Yeah, we all had to figure out how to create TV studios in our bedrooms.
Everybody became their own television network, Cap. And
Yeah.
but remember what they would say about comics? Motherfuckers don't work too hard. They don't do enough extracurricular activity. You have an entire talk show now.
Yeah.
So far already, you have a talk show, you have a book, you have a special, you have how many other things, and they would tell you that you're not ready before this?
Yeah.
You don't have enough before this?
I think now I have enough.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the things that get disregarded, I hope will get more regarded when we come back. And I hope that if people start to work in our industry, that they'll try to understand what the comedian actually means, the stand-up comedian means to the ecosystem of what we do. You can open the clubs tomorrow. If the comedians don't show up there, that's just a bar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If we don't show up, it's just a bar. And that's a sad thing to say. But
well, it is. I mean, even with the comedians there, it feels like a bar a lot of times.
So, yeah, sometimes. I'm just saying I hope that moving forward, we appreciate each other equally. Because the one thing I did see throughout this time that made me go, just as a comic, it hurt my spirit a little bit. I was like, fam, I saw so many GoFundMes.
I was just about to mention this. Yes.
For so many staffs across the country. And I saw comedians that I know for a fact had no money. Comedians that I knew for a fact only had $200 to their name. Giving $5, $10 to these places that they performed at. You know what I'm saying? Even though we don't usually count as staff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's freelance or whatever it's considered.
When you look around and you think about it, and then that's not to say that they don't love us, because I think that they do. And I think that this whole thing was such a blindside hit for everybody that it's hard to really think about everything that you're supposed to. So I don't take that away from them. I'm just saying, remember the fact that if we don't show up, can't nobody make money. Nobody. Your waitresses can't be paid. You can't be paid if we don't show up. So I just hope that moving forward, especially when we all come back, that there's a lot more love between us and that treating motherfuckers right for once. You know what I mean? We all been talking about unions and shit. And we don't need a union if we treat each other right.
Yeah, I mean, it essentially would be an unofficial union if we just cared about each other.
I just hope certain things happen, and I hope it happens in a way that's positive for everybody involved. The comedians and the places that need us, that we need.
Yeah. Damn.
You know, but we'll see.
Speaking of truth.
Who knows? Or it's going to be like that vaccine and ain't nothing good going to come from it. Who knows? Who knows?
That's still 6 months out, I think.
Hey, man, as long as all the white folks take it. And we'll
see what happens to them.
Well, I'm going to see what happens to them and light-skinned people before I take it. When I take it, I'm gonna need my doctor to throw that joint in the Brita filter 3 times before he puts it in my blood. Fuck that. Nah, because I don't know what countries they tested that joint in. I'm not European, dog. I ain't got that in my ancestry.
That's true.
So until you tested, my ancestry just came back. Until they find something that's compatible with African, Native American, and whatever, some version of white, I forget. But whoever was doing the raping down in Charleston back when my family was there. Oh, now, hey, you get mad? That's what it is. I mean, you see me. You think I got this last name because I picked it?
It's not traditional.
No. Well, I mean, it is traditional. You know what I'm saying? We do the names weird in my household, man. You're born, and then you look at the last name your dad had, and they go, you know what? We're gonna get that to you. So that's why I got this. You know, I would have picked something darker, man.
Yeah. But it's a nice contrast, you know.
Yeah. Neko Taupe. That would have been good.
Neko Dope.
Y'all a bunch of fun, man. Thank you so much for having me. I know it's not over. I'm just literally thanking y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah,
for
no,
me.
thanks for doing it, man.
Emo
this
Dark Man Nut. Oh, that's gonna be my porn name. Who just said that?
That was
Jessica. You better stop playing with me, talking to me like that. Neko Dark Man. Neko Tanner.
Tanner's funny, I guess.
I ain't been laid in 4 months too. Y'all keep this up.
So
thank you so much, Kat, for having me.
Yeah, thanks for doing it, man. This was great, and I'm excited about the special. And is it an album as well, or you just did it as a? YouTube?
I just put out the video version. I might do a deluxe album though around May, and if we're able to come out of the houses next year, hopefully by the 14th anniversary, I'm going to do another one. I'm gonna do another one. It's gonna be way shorter though. I'm doing a 15-minute one called Sun's Out, and it's gonna be a lot more smiling on it.
Nice.
I didn't want to smile too much on Dark Out because I felt like it would be inappropriate for the shit that was really happening.
Yeah, and you had the fun album already earlier in the year.
Yeah, Marcellus is fun, man. Marcellus is the one that like when the lists come out, they just released the thing about top whatever albums, and I ain't seen my shit on it. And look, man, fuck that, okay, fuck that.
Well, it's number one in my heart. Okay,
thank you.
So. Book's
number one in mine. I think I got. Where's my copy? Because I actually got it somewhere over here. I want to show you that I still had it in the shit, where I put it? I think I left it in the room. Bro, you want to know something that I don't even have to tell y'all, but I'm telling you anyway because I think it's funny. When you hit me, I just came back in the house. I was so mad because I had went out without my mask. I came home and just like poured alcohol on myself. So after pouring the alcohol on myself, I was like, golly, that shit might get in my eyes. So I went in the shower. And when you texted me, I was in the shower. Bro, I'm not going to stand up because there's nothing on.
No pants.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Balls just resting on because I said I will not miss this. I will not miss it. And if you want to know what a slumber party is like with me, ladies, it's just like this. It's how I walk around my house.
Commando slumber party.
Straight up. Put the shirt on because I'm skinny. You get drafty around this month.
That's great. So where can everybody find you on the internet?
Folks, if you would like to find me, you can find me on Instagram at NekoWhite93. That is NEKOWHITE 93. If you're on Twitter, you can follow me at Neko_White93, NEKO_WHITE 93. TikTok at NekoWhite93. Clubhouse Neko White. I have a podcast about Harry Potter that's called The Potterhood, POTTERHOOD, if anyone's a fan of that. I have a One Piece podcast. That's an anime called One Piece of Mind. You can check that out. And Dark Out is my passion project. It's a comedy special. I hope you'll give it a look. If you're watching in parts, watch in parts. If you watch the whole hour, watch the whole hour. And I'm asking you that if you like it, personally, share the link with 10 people that might like it. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Not a lot to ask.
Say word of mouth is dead. I never believed that shit. And I'm tired of these people sleeping on me. So y'all tell 10 people that I'm worth listening to if you enjoy it. If you don't, hit dislike, move on about your day. I understand.
Nice. I like it. And then your next album will be Chain Letter.
Next album is going to be called Dark Tapes or Sun's Out, one or the other. And I'm gonna have Kat do the intro music for it.
Nice. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of people asking me to do theme songs for their podcasts and stuff.
Hold on, wait. And this how I'm gonna lead this shit.
Yeah.
So Kapfer, God willing, your lungs stay healthy, you stay healthier. Bro, if we make it the next year, do me a solid. Make some like beats for me, because that's the only thing that we didn't do for Dark Out that I wanted to do. It's like find like some ambient fucking something. It don't gotta be just something that play in the background, something real light. You know what I'm saying?
Like that kind of lo-fi hip hop stuff. Like you know, like lo-fi.
Yes.
Lo-fi
Yeah. Just like
beats.
some ambient music. You like when you turn the lights on and you can hear them. Like when you go to bed at night, you turn them off. You understand something change.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's work on that, man.
Yeah, 100%. So, brother, again, thank you so much. That's just funny to look at.
That's weird. That's
so
I had no control over that. I don't know what that was.
Thing I ever seen. Who the fuck turned on the obituary filter? Like, what's wrong with y'all? This ain't the memorial at the fucking Oscars. I'm alive as hell. Don't jinx me. Yo, tell your editor on Twitch I have a grievance. I'm just joking. Thank you for having me. Y'all make sure y'all check out Jacob Williams' joint. Y'all check out Kapfer's stuff. And if you get around to it, check out mine. I'm Neko White. God bless y'all. Please put your mask on and be safe.
Neko White, everybody.
Find me on demo at Neko-White93.
Yes. And I love that you waited until the last screen on your special to put that up. I think that deserves something extra.
Yeah, man.
Having it in the corner. That being said, people on Twitch, feel free to tip us on this show.
Yeah.
We do put it on the screen.
Oh, shit. It can be on the screen.
I don't even know. I'm assuming people are watching us on Twitch, but I have no idea. Oh yeah, you put your thing in the chat here.
All right, family. All love. Be safe,
man.
I'm gonna go put on some underwear. Peace.
Yeah. Oh God. All right. So we're almost done. We have a musical guest. If she is here. Oh yeah, you're here. You're ready. All right.
I'm here. Hey.
So I'll just you're all set up and everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna just play well, you guys are so funny and I just feel like I have a lot of sad songs, so I guess we'll just end this on a depressing note.
Yes.
Funny after all. Isn't that right?
Yeah, no. I knew what we were doing. This is how I wanted to end the show. This is
amazing. Okay, so I'll play a sad song, and then if you want me to play another sad song, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, here goes. I am not empowered, crouching like a coward, can't deny this feeling. But I can't face this either. The Lord has shut my mouth like the lions in the den. I'll fall on my knees and not hear a single thing, starting to believe you're not here, you're not here or anywhere. It is 2020 after all. I kept spitting out words I didn't mean. I have turned so cold. I can't feel anything. Whispers in the dark, come and take me in. I'll fall on my knees and not hear a single I am trying to believe you are here. You are here. You're everywhere. You're everywhere.
That was great.
Thank you.
So pretty.
Oh,
That
thank
was-
you.
That was really nice.
Oh, thanks.
Is that anywhere? Is that song available anywhere online?
Yeah, that's on my. I came out with an EP earlier this year, which 2020 feels like it was only 3 months long, but it is on my EP.
was.
It's called The Single Thing. Yeah, so you can definitely find it there.
Nice.
Are your handles all Pekky Savan on your social media and stuff like that if people want to follow you?
Yeah, it's all Pekky Savan. Yep.
All right. Well, then you want to play us out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right, so-
Okay, I'll play a hopeful song, I guess.
Okay. All right. So then I will say goodnight now. So, to people on Twitch, whatever, send us money if you want. Everybody on the show will get paid from the money that you send. But playing us out, ladies and gentlemen, Pekky Savan.
I am not cool, and neither are you. I smoked a cigarette, and my lips, they tasted of regret. Oh, but today is a great day to start over. Today is a great day to smile at a stranger. Yeah, I dare you with a mask. Start somewhere new. I dare you go somewhere new. 6 long years, I haven't learned a thing. I called him again. He's got a new girlfriend, but today is a great day to start over. Yeah, today is a great day to smile at a stranger. Yeah, I dare you go somewhere new. I dare you go somewhere new. I smoked a cigarette for the last time. Maybe. I walked out of the office for the last time in March. I mentioned his name for the last time. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. Today is a great day to start over. Yeah. Today is a great day to smile brand new. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. That was great. Thanks for watching Digital Slumber Party. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I also have a music comedy subscription service where you can subscribe monthly and receive exclusive content. Some digital downloads, some physical merchandise, like cassette copies of my album, a limited edition 7-inch vinyl, or a copy of my book. So check that out at music.anthonykapfer.com.